Oh, there we go. I was muted. All right, everybody. Hi. Welcome. Looks like we got Rod the Pro, the real Rod the Pro, and the stream bot. How's it going? Oh boy, my cat keeps... She doesn't give one single crap about my computer until I'm streaming, and then she's all over it. Gotta love it. Anyway, first things first, I want to just open up with a prayer, because that's what I'm going to do every single time I do an art stream, at least. God, I just want to thank you so much that I even have the ability to draw. God, thank you that I have the equipment to stream. Thanks for putting me in the life that I'm in right now. I mean, you know, things are great. God, you have been so good, and I'm just so glad that I get to do this. Do anything. Thank you, God. Amen. All right. Well, today I took a little bit of time. Well, let me see if I can pull up. I took a little time to write some notes so that I could have little talking points. Just, you know, I wrote down my thoughts throughout the day. It's gonna be weird though. Put on the side here. Oh well. It's been a long day. It's been a long week, and it is Tuesday. But things are good. Things are super good. I'm super excited about being able to draw. And today, my plan is... Oh, why aren't those comments going away? I had it set... I thought I had it set to where they would go away after like 30 seconds. But they're there. Finals week. Dang, dude. That sounds like fun. Here, I'm just going to pull this up over here while I'm working on... So what does that mean for you for finals week? What do you have to do? Oh, show messages permanently. Messages fade after messages. I haven't even had that much to drink. Let's hit save and see if they disappear. Oh, it looks like they did. Okay. Three more papers. One is 13 to 15 pages. Dang, so it's a whole thesis. That sounds like my nightmare, but maybe it'd be cool for you. I don't know. Maybe you like writing papers. Let's see here. Oh, that's eraser. That's brush. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a deserty thing. I know that. I know I wanted to draw kind of a deserty thing, but right now I'm just going to try, like, coming up with the rough shapes of everything. Let's make it a little darker, maybe. I kind of actually... Let's shift back to this eraser, and let's kind of... I want this to kind of be the sky. I want it split into three. Jaco, what's up, man? Dude, what's up, Isaac? How's it going? So, I'm just gonna start scribbling until I come up with stuff. But first it's just going to be random shapes, so I want that to be kind of the sky. I'm going to kind of break this up into thirds here, so it's good enough there. So it's going to be like that. Now I want... Sweet, dude. Well, I'm glad you're here. You just got the alert from my live stream. I'm thinking like just some kind of... If you guys haven't seen some of my old stuff, here, we'll go through... Actually, here, I'll just switch it to this. And you can kind of see a little slideshow of some of the stuff that I've done on the streams. Of just kind of screwing around. Oh yeah, I love me some jazz. Anyway, yeah, so these are some pictures of some stuff that I've done on the stream. I like that octopus one. That was before I was like, I think I was doing that on Facebook still. But anyway, I've done a few things. I like to just kind of like figure out some rough shapes. Usually it's not as structured as this, but I had an idea of something I wanted to draw, and so I'm like going for that. I'm thinking like some stuff down here. It's gonna be like a big mountainous up here. Dude, I'm down to do some artwork for your band for sure, dude. I don't always do cartoony stuff. That's just my favorite stuff to do. Let's see. Let's get a little erasure going here. Let me merge these layers. Let me kind of lower that down a little. So it's kind of like this. I want there to be a little more negative space. There's going to be some stuff there. There's going to be some kind of rocks. There's going to be a lady on a motorcycle right here. About that big. I don't want it to be huge. Like that. And then we'll do some sort of stuff in the foreground. Kind of here. Maybe a cactus. Or some rocks. Or both. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be. Let's have, maybe there's like a path in the foreground like this, and there's maybe a dude. Maybe it's gonna be that dude in the first little thing kind of standing here like this. I think that won't be too busy. I already like the backdrop, thanks. So now I'm gonna, whoa. So I'm doing a little more. I decided I was gonna record this as I was streaming it too, because I don't know how the I've never really messed with, like, I know YouTube saves all these videos and stuff, but I've never really messed with them. Heather told me the good news, some jazz. Are you talking about our band, Akuzma? Boys in the pod. Dude, did you do a podcast, Isaac? If so, I want to hear that. So let's see. I'm just going to start scribbling. We're going to see what happens. Maybe there's a big rock here that's kind of shaped like this. That's in the background. Or maybe it's like some old... Maybe there's some like ruined buildings back here or something. I don't know yet. But then this is gonna be, or maybe statues. They're big statues of dudes. I don't know. That would be kind of cool though. Big old statues. Let's see. Let's make some like kind of step rocks, something like that, and have it kind of come down here like this. And then there's going to be more stuff kind of in the background. Maybe they're like crumbled, like toppled buildings. That'd be kind of cool. And then there's, I don't know. Maybe that's a building too. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I want the shape of the shape language of the rocks to be like real horizontal. And then maybe there's some like shrubbery, trees and stuff over here too. Something like that. There's going to be a little crossway over this way where there's more. There's going to be a big boulder thing here or something. Maybe it's like a big ruined piece of machinery. I don't know. So that was kind of the idea I had, actually is making it kind of a... So everything that I'm drawing is part of a like a... I'm doing like some world building stuff. I want to do like a... I want to do a comic strip or a graphic novel or something, and so all the things that I've been drawing are kind of in that same kind of universe, I guess. So there's going to be just kind of rubble and garbage in the middle ground here. Then there's going to be, maybe instead of a motorcycle, maybe it's like a it's like a snowmobile, but for the sand. That'd be kind of cool. So let's just draw like a really quick crappy sketch of like some sort of a weird snowmobile thing. And then there's gonna be a lady riding it, so she's gonna be kind of like that. And then maybe there's gonna be a big wheel on the back, because why not? So each place, like I did the snow place, there's a guy whose name is Guy. He's in this snow area here. And then there's this evil knight who I don't have a name for him yet, but that's just the back of him. But anyway, he's in this like weird alien temple thing. And then there's Sinister Goggles, who is like the main character, and he's in this city. My idea is that this city is like LA, but like after all the like San Andreas fault like splits apart, and like LA is like in this big like basin now, and it's just full of pollution. So anyway, back to this. So the sketch. Tio Isaac 559, nice. Let's see over here. Let's draw just like kind of my whole MO whenever I draw is to just try and like sketch stuff out as fast as I can so that I can get some sort of an idea of what I'm doing. I don't like that. And then I'm drawing all the sketch and everything on... Oh, well, whatever. Alright. I don't get to erase. That's fine. I can always do another sketch. I don't know. I've never really drawn cacti very much. Maybe there's just a big penis-looking thing with some little... And maybe it's some sort of a new cactus. I don't know. I'm gonna redraw over that in just a minute. So anyway, oh my gosh, that just looks not safe for work. Let's just cover that up, maybe. Do a Snickers without the veins. Let's make a new layer so I can sort of work. Oh man. So let's try that again. Maybe I'll just do like a pile of rocks. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Let's just do like some sort of rough, rocky rock shapes, kind of like this. And then there's going to be one like taller one with a wider one sitting on the... You know how like how they look all weird sometimes? All they're like balanced all weird. And there'll be some like weeds and stuff. This cat! Cat cam time! It's cat cam! Yeah! Cat cam! Are you gonna sit on my shoulder? Today, my daughter was going to close her door and accidentally, like, the cat like ran to try to go into her room, I guess, and like her paw was here, and the door, just the flat bottom part of the door went over the top of it and like rolled over it, and she was just stuck and was shrieking. And then my daughter pushed the door, and you know, the cat's paw came out, and she was limping for a while, and my daughter felt so bad. I was telling her, I was just like, hey, you know, accidents happen, don't feel bad. And she was like, but I hurt the cat. And I said, well, either she'll die or she'll be fine in like 10 minutes. And that didn't make Gwen feel any better. Let's see, over here, let's draw that there. That motorcycle needs to be like a lot smaller. I'm gonna just, whatever. I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna draw a dude kind of standing here though. I don't know if it's gonna be Sinister Goggles or not, but let's just draw like just a rough kind of shape of a dude kind of back. Just kind of like that. That'll be good enough. Maybe he's got his hands on his hips. And more rocks, because it's the desert. Alright, that looks good enough. Cats hold grudges, yeah. This cat is the sweetest cat. Okay, and then behind the motorcycle there's gonna be like smoke coming off of it, so it's, you know. Well, that's a good place to start. It's a good place to start. Dude, yeah. That was kind of what that was it. I'm getting choked. Getting choked by my cat. Dude, I love Mad Max. Mad Max is one of my favorite things ever. Whoops, come on. I'm highlighting over the wrong thing. Hey, look at this little thing. Hey, if you guys haven't yet, can you like, share, and subscribe? Also, if you're interested in some of my artwork and would like to wear it on your person, or maybe get going full Kegel on my neck, that's right. If you want to buy a shirt, I have lots of designs, and you can go check out tpublic.com/user/dynamite-hour, and I got a bunch of shirts on there, and you can also get them in like stickers and yada yada yada, lots of stuff. Also in the description here on my this cat on my video, there's a link if you like what I'm doing and you feel generous. I'm broke as a joke, and there's a link. You can send me a tip. That'd be kind of fun if you want, even if it's like a cent. That would be hilarious. So now that I got kind of the rough idea down, let's start working on. Let me push this layer down below, and I'm gonna start working on. Are you gonna jump? What are you doing? You've disappeared. Go onto the couch. There you go. Let me pick my. Dude, I think what I'm gonna do. I've actually thought about that. I think what I'm gonna do is after I do when I do stuff like this, like when I stream, I think I'm gonna like take clips out of it and do like like vertical videos, and put those on like TikTok and YouTube Reels and Facebook and all over the place. Let's pick this and kind of make this a little lighter. So now we're starting to work on the details, just lightly, not anything crazy, but I do want it to look like kind of a haze. So let's get a little bit of that yellowish color in there. Oops. Okay, well, good enough. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to make the clouds look like that haze. So let's just make the sky like a solid blue. All right, let's see what else I missed here. When I go live, people could start tipping just like you want, guaranteed. You make a lot of money. Well, I'm not in it for the money right now, at least. I mean, if I start getting a lot of people following, this cat is trying to get behind my computer. Oh, Cat Cam. Her name, by the way, is Cat. It's just Cat. Well, it's Catherine, but it's Cat. So, and she's crazy. Every time I stream, she's like, let me be all up in that. And I love her. She's my son's cat. He found her in a ditch, and nobody wanted to take her, so I was like, bring her home. All right. Since I got you guys here and commenting, let's start. Let's see. I wrote down some topics I wanted to talk about. First off, all right, let's do the heavy thing first. Let's do because after that it's all fun, dude. So let's do topics. The first topic of the day, let me go in here, is I don't even know if I spelled that right. Worthlessness. Whoop, there we go. Today I felt completely, horribly worthless, and I couldn't shake it all day. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know. Some people call it seasonal depression. I don't know what it was, but it was rough, and I throughout the day, whoa, I'm moving I wrote down a few Bible verses that I found that really helped me out, and so I wanted to put those up here. Well, I'll read them. I was asking, different people that I see the comments. I was asking a few people, like I was sending them texts just like, hey, pray for me. I just felt like, like one of the thoughts that crossed my mind was just, I'm not even worth God's time. Like, he's not going to waste time with me. Why would he ever use me? I freaking suck. And a lot of it was just me thinking about like how my situation right now is not great, but it's like, there's so much more to existence than just, our lives. And so I just put into Google Gemini AI. I was like, hey, I'm feeling worthless. What does the Bible say about this? Because I'm not going to ask an AI for advice, but it is a really nice tool for getting Bible verses, I've found. So it's pretty cool. So it gave me two verses here. There was one, it was Psalm 139 verses 13 and 14. Basically it says I'm not an accident or a mistake. It says, the verse says, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And your works are wonderful. I know that full well. And that was pretty amazing to think about, that God really did make me on purpose, and that was a good way to start kind of help getting me out of my funk. But I still was in it, and then I've been in it kind of all day. I've been kind of trying to fight that away. But then I got 1 Corinthians 6:20, and it's basically it's ultimate proof that that I'm worthy, and it's my proof of worth isn't my accomplishments, but in the price God paid for me. And the value of an object is determined by what someone is willing to pay for it. And the verse says you were bought at a price, and therefore God honor God with your bodies. And that's kind of why I decided to start praying when I do this, is because I'm trying to honor God with everything that I do, because I've been relatively successful at doing a few things here and there, but everything has always fallen apart. And so now I'm trying to do it with God, or let God take control instead, because every time I try to do stuff, it sucks. It really sucks. And so far, things have been pretty good. Life has been a lot more tolerable since kind of, well, I jokingly say, you know, since I gave up, life has been a lot more tolerable. But it's kind of true, you know? Really. Because I'm not trying to control everything anymore. So, it's nice. Anyway, dude. Exactly. Yeah. Restarting every day is well, and that's, you know, it says that too. It says his mercies are new every morning, and it's true. No matter how much we mess up, there's plenty of chance to start over and not make so many horrible mistakes. All right, since I got this down, oh, that's right, I did the whole thing over. Crap. Usually I separate the lines and the other stuff, but I guess not today. So that's that little haze. I don't let me duplicate that and do it again. So anyway, now that we got the heavy stuff out of the way. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, man, it's the truth. Our initial, yeah, there's so much garbage that we let get in our heads that we just shouldn't. Let me kind of rotate that a little bit and actually bring it back out this way so it's kind of looking like it's swoopy. And then I'm going to take my eraser and just kind of erase away a little bit so it still looks like sky. Okay, let me merge that down. I'm not going to merge the clouds yet into the sky because I don't want to lose what I got. So, topics. We got worthlessness. My next topic here is a lot less heavy. Let's talk about Christmas music. Oh, let me add this in here. Worthlessness. Christmas. All right, guys. I got what you meant. Well, our emotions should take cover, right? When God's in control, they should take cover. Because God's coming for them. All right. A fox chasing a roadrunner. All right, I could do that. That's not hard to do. Let me pick kind of a darker color so I can kind of at least start setting out. Ooh, that was a weird burp. Let's do the background first, and maybe what I'm gonna do instead is, if they're gonna be buildings, let's make kind of a solid kind of, oh wait, whoops, let's go this way. Let's make it like kind of a square shape like that, and then let's add this one in here kind of like this. Let's do another one here. Trust me, guys, trust the process. It's gonna look good after it's done. Let's do another one over here. Let's just make this look like some sort of a fallen building. Is there any back here? Yeah, I'll do a building back here too. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the lasso tool and kind of filling in all this junk, and then all I have to do is go to my brush and I could just brush in with a solid color these, and then I can deselect, and so now I can Dude, I haven't heard from Cooter in forever. I'm picky on Christmas-related music. It depends on if I enjoy hearing this specific artist. So, here's my thought on Christmas music. Is I know I'm not treading any new ground here, but worst Christmas song in the world is Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Am I right? It's the worst. Every time it comes on like 3 or 4 times a day on the radio at work, and it makes me want to take my own life. It's insane. Let me make that. Let me lock this layer. I'm gonna make this lighter like that. I might end up making it darker, I'm not sure. We're gonna see. First I'm gonna close that out. Well, so it's not just the repeats, man. It's just the joyless. Here's a thought that I wrote down. I was saying, so the thought that I said, I think Christmas music would be a lot more tolerable if it wasn't so artificially joyful. Like, there's a lot of good classics that are, like, so melancholy. Like, I'll Be Home for Christmas is, like, the perfect example. When you look at the original lyrics for I'll Be Home for Christmas, report. Let me look up. Let me pull it up. So the original lyrics. Oh man, come on. I just want. Come on. They don't even show. They just show who's. Well, that's stupid. Oh, it's Yahoo. That's why. Let's Google. When you get to the... What is this? Genius. Okay. Okay, have snow mistletoe present on the tree. It sounds so hopeful at the beginning. And then, I'll be home for Christmas, you can plan on me. Blah, blah, blah. Where is the rest? That's not even cool. You can't even find the original lyrics. There's... So, in the original lyrics, the original, I don't even know why I can't find them. I should have looked this up. It says I'll be home for Christmas if the fates allow. It was originally about somebody being off at war. You know, it was written during wartime, and they were like, "Hey, you know, if the fates allow, I'll be home." And it says, there's one of the lyrics. One of my favorite lyrics is, it says, man, I can't remember exactly how I wrote it, but it says, you know, we'll find a way to muddle through somehow. And when you start thinking about Christmas, the Christmas season more like that, where it's like, you know, we're gonna have to figure this out because life is not necessarily peachy, you know. It's a way different way to think about it than you think about the way people write Christmas music nowadays. And I thought that was a pretty... What's going on here? There we go. Let me make this a little darker now. Alright, back to the drawing. Back to the drawing board. Anyway. Favorite Christmas song of all time is Vince Guaraldi Trio's Christmas Time Is Here. Not the one with the kids choir. That kids choir, oh man, it really sets me off, man. I hate hearing that. It really gets at me. I hate to say, because I love singing. My daughter sings, and she sings pretty well. But kids choirs, where it's all super high pitched. Whew. A Run DMC Christmas song. Listening to Frank Sinatra a couple months back, my daughter walks into the living room and asks me, "Why are you listening to Christmas music?" Well, a lot of times people just associate jazz with Christmas music, and you know, they're bad. That's not anything we can do about that, is there? I think I'm gonna make this like a statue, or like just a big dude's face or something coming out of, like, carved in. What the heck? I've never seen this little kitty jump like that before, but she just jumped from my couch onto my shoulder. Hi there, cat. Welcome to the stream. Cat cam. Whee! So right now I'm just blocking in the rough shapes, and then I'm gonna start like painting them like they're, you know, really painted. So I know this is boring, but that's why I'm kind of hoping we could just keep some conversation going, because nobody wants to. This is why everybody only ever watches speed painting stuff instead of just somebody scribbling around on garbage. But I figured this is what I like to do, so why not see how it goes? Alright, so that's going to be kind of the second shape. So this one is behind. If I get rid of that sketch, I mean, that's looking... Let me just paint this whole thing in a little bit so it's kind of rocky formation. Brass band. I bet I've heard of them. That's such a generic name. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's make this just a little lighter. I can work on the actual colors in a minute. Oh. I think I'm gonna go get me another drink real quick. I'm getting a little warm. I might change my shirt too. I'm sweating. Well, hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna switch this to break time for just a minute. So I'll be right back. Thanks for commenting, guys. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm loving sitting and talking to you guys. Send me some links for some brass band stuff, man. Also, send me that Run DMC Christmas song. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Whoops, I went to the wrong one. Alright, back to this. Let's do it. Kitty cat, seriously. Gotta knock it off. That's good booze. I made that a little stronger than I thought. Whew. Alright. Where was I? Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Let me just kind of scribble that down a little bit. Alright, so now let's do this next layer. Okay, we have that color. Let's just go a little tiny bit darker. Soulja Slam. Brass band mix. Is that like just like a playlist on Spotify or something? Regardless, I'm interested. Alright, let's see. I already got that thing. Oh. So we're just, again, I'm just kind of... Cat! For reals! Leave me alone! Oh well. Let's have this kind of just come down this way. Kind of like so. Actually, I might not even. Where'd you put the link? Was it in the Discord? Let me see. It's not showing up in the comments here, but maybe that's because links aren't allowed. I don't know. I never did that, but yeah, it's not showing me the link. Maybe oh yeah. Oh sweet, thanks. Rod, just text it to me or something. I don't know why it's not showing the link here, but I want to check it out later. Anyway, all right. So on to the next topic. Oh, let me just, I think I got it on my computer. While I'm doing this, beats. Rod made me some beats. Oh, let me. Oh, I hear the Discord. So, Rod the Pro here, my buddy Rod right here, made me some beats, and They were, well, he told me that they're rejected beats that other people decided not to use. But I'm gonna pull some up. I'm gonna pull my favorite one up. It made me laugh so hard, but I also really like it. You gotta check this out. Jason Fields. I love it. When I put out like the videos and stuff, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna shrink down this. Anyway, there's other beats here that were pretty cool that I really liked. This one, send me. Where is it? I'm a brand now. This one I love right here. This one's probably my favorite out of all of them. Well, I was trying to get away from just using my name for everything, but I don't know, I really like it too. Maybe I'll use it at the end. I told Rod that when I start professional wrestling, that's the music that I am gonna walk down into the ring with. This one right here is so cool though. Just chill. Every time I put this cat down, she just jumps right back up. Just sit on my shoulder. Anyway, there's some super good ones, and Rod made these, and I freaking love them. I had a question. Oops. This song here is called... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's showing the force of mentality. Here it says political bubbles. And I was wondering, what's political about it? Republicans, Democrats, Republicans, Democrats. I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube for being political. And I just said the names of the parties, and that's it. Exactly. There was one more that I really liked. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. He's so chill. This one's... Oh yeah, I like this one too. So, is your YouTube at Rod the Pro, Rod? Because I hope so. Because that's what I put on my topics here. And then one more, and then I'm going to get back to drawing. I promise. Let me find my notes here. Oh, Stranger Things. Whoops. I haven't seen the new season yet, but I started watching the show again from the beginning with my wife. And all right, I'm gonna put on the regular music again because I'm gonna use that stuff for my podcast that I'm gonna start doing here. I'm gonna call it the Dynamite Hour podcast, but yeah. So let's see if that's there like that. I should have done this sketch on its own. The real Rod the Pro. Let me change that, man. There we go. The real Rod the Pro. Okay, back to it. New layer. 2 layer. Oh, dude, that'd be cool. I haven't seen Javi in forever. Well, I mean, I would see him a little bit at work and stuff, but not, you know. Dude, Rod, you are special, man. I'm so glad that I met you. I'm so glad that you just, like, became this weird interjection into my life. You're a super cool dude, so I'm pretty glad. What am I doing? What am I doing? I hope that, for one, I hope you keep coming to our church, because I really like our church, but if that's not where you fit, I hope we at least stay friends, because you're a cool dude. Let me just kind of scribble in this kind of basic shape. I want it to be like a weird, like, broken down robot or something, so I'm just gonna kind of put this in here like this. So that's there. Let me make a new layer. That's gonna go in between there. That's gonna be like a little lighter, kind of an in-between thing like this. It's gonna kind of fill in the gap in between here. Bald heads stick together, that's right. That's right, Rod. Yeah, my kids can't make fun of me around you, because then they're making fun of you too. And that's racist. That's what I'm going to tell them too. Next time they start doing it, I'm going to be all, you're racist. Dude, so this dude at the hardware store the other day, yesterday, I think it was, he was looking for a pipe fitting, and he was looking for an elbow, and he pulled this one off the shelf, and I go, oh man, I don't think that's going to work for you. He was telling me that he was trying to adapt down, trying to get an elbow that would adapt down from one size of pipe to the other, and he needed a special thing, and I was saying you're probably going to have to get it in 2 pieces. And he found this piece, but it was for black pipe, black iron pipe, and that is not coated, and it's not good for use with water. It's only good for like gas and air, because it'll rust super bad with water. But we have galvanized pipe, which is, you know, it's just coated with like with zinc to make it waterproof. So I was talking to this guy. He's a Mexican dude. Most of our customers are. And man, I'm gonna get flagged for this whole conversation. But so this dude's really funny. He's a cool dude. Comes in all the time. Anyway, we were going, and I showed him. He picked up this piece, and he goes, "You got some zinc pills. Your insides are waterproof." Anyway, he picked up this piece, and I go, "Oh, that's probably not going to work for you because it's black." And he just looked at me and goes, "That's racist." And I was like, "Oh, no." Anyway, that's all. The lowest common denominator humor, and this guy really got me on it. I felt so violated. Let's see. Let's make this a little darker. Oh! God bless him. You would say that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I put Stranger Things on there. I don't know. You guys watch Stranger Things? I like that show, but that first season is really good. But I was thinking about it, about how, like, I was like, oh, maybe my kids could watch this. And in the first 3 episodes, there's like mega, like, teenage sex. And I was just like, mine's 13. I was like, I don't want to watch this garbage. That's, ugh, no thank you. Oh, I was into The Walking Dead. Let me tell you what really turned me off from The Walking Dead. I hate the shows that take one plot point, like they have one plot point for the whole season, and they stretch it out over like 9 or 13 episodes. Like one idea, one plot development, and they just stretch it out to where every single episode is like, find out what happens next time, you know, at the end. And it's like you only get like one little nudge forward in the storytelling each episode. oh, it infuriates me. You know what it feels like? It feels like when somebody has like a freaking dollar bill on a string and you're like chasing after the dollar bill, and like right when you're about to get it, they just pull it a little bit more and then pull it a little bit more. Ugh, it infuriates me to no end, man. I hate being strung along by TV shows, and there was oh my goodness, that strong drink is really kicking in. What really did it for me was I watched The Walking Dead through 3 seasons, and after that I was just like, you're not gonna get me anymore. Also, Breaking Bad, I couldn't finish Breaking Bad. It really, I mean, it did the same thing. I was just so infuriated by that show. You know, it's like, write a story and then tell the story. Write a story that is 8 episodes long or 13 episodes long. I couldn't, yeah. Yeah, man, like Breaking Bad Breaking Bad got me worse than Walking Dead did, to be honest. Like, it's, you know, it's lauded as this amazing show, and I couldn't handle it. Whoop. I forgot to sell my little notes up here. Ow! Crap! Seriously! Stop! She likes it when I pick her up from her neck. She just like chills out. Look at her, she's all, oh yeah. Real Housewives? I've never watched that. I have never watched The Real Housewives, I can honestly say. Okay, so far that's looking decent. I mean, I got a lot of work to do. I think I'm going to redo the sketch on its own layer so that I can have it on top of everything. And then work from there, because I kind of screwed myself over the way I did it. I'll do that now. New layer sketch. Okay, Cat, for reals. I love you. I do. Can you hear her purr? Or you can just hear her bump the mic. She's purring like crazy, but she's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right, next topic. Guy said the other day, I hate these platitudes. I'm just gonna put it in the. Living the dream. Said, how's it going, man? Living the dream. I hate it. I hate hearing that stuff, and that's another thing that just makes me like. Walking Dead paid off later. I'm stuck with it. Stop it! Stop! I understand you want loves. I don't care. I don't care. You're a lesser life form. I'm saying a lot of unpopular things tonight. I'm feeling like, I'm feeling a little saucy. Alright, let's just pick a real dark blue, and I'm gonna just go back over with this sketch. So, living the dream, what do you guys think? Huh? I mean, I'll say it as a joke sometimes, but when I'm talking to people, like, you know, heck no. Maybe I'll make this red, actually, because it'll stick out better from the other lines, so I can get a little more definedness. Let's see, I want this to be kind of rocks here, kind of like this. But then I want this to be kind of like a jagged looking thing. Maybe that's like carved out of a rock. So maybe there's going to be kind of cracks in it. So that way, I'm going to let this go down like this. Come up. So this is the process, ladies and gentlemen. Is just refining garbage until it's less garbage. And then finally, at one point, it looks presentable. That's all it is. It's just scribbles and more scribbles and 1,000 tiny little brush strokes until it's not. It's Fox! What's up, Fox? How's it going, dude? I'm drawing a new drawing. That's pretty much it. You sees it. I made the mistake of drawing my sketch on top of another layer where I had already kind of painted on. So now I'm just going through and kind of redoing the whole thing. And there's going to be like a weird mechanical looking thing here with maybe some antennas and a big, maybe a tread that's here, kind of like this. And then we got the rocks. There's going to be some rocks right here too. Little balanced rocks. How are we doing? Dropped frames 346, 3%. I have dropped some frames. I'm sorry if my stream quality is terrible. If it is, shout out in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button. I hate YouTube language. I really do. I'm not a fan. Let's have this rock be kind of shaped a little funky. Kind of like that. And then, of course, we've got the weeds that are kind of sticking up. Anyway, this is just a horrible sketch I'm gonna go over later, so I'm not worried about it. Let's do more weeds here, kind of like this. Throw some chicken milk in it. Man, I don't know if I will ever put together another chicken milk show. I think if chicken milk plays, it's gonna have to be everybody else's idea. In that band. I love playing with Jocko and Ferns. Jocko is my favorite bassist in the world to play with, but he's so busy. And then Ferns too, the guitarist, they're both so busy, and I love them. I really love them like brothers. They're both. I would take a bullet for them for sure. But when it comes down to it, it's just like musically, I just don't have the energy to put into trying to play with them. I wish I did, because they're awesome. All right, now that I have this sketch, let me darken it a little bit. Sweet. Okay, we've got something to work with here. to. Zoom in. Zoom in, dang it. Whoops, I'm in the wrong layer again. I need to name these layers. Make this kind of a weird shaped rock. Dude, come back again, dude. It was so good to talk to you. It's very nice to see you and hear from you, and I love your face. I love seeing your updates on Facebook and whatnot, and don't be a stranger, man. You've been really encouraging to me, Isaac, for reals, dude. If you're still on, I hope you're still on. You've been a huge encouragement to me. I've been going through my own kind of journey with, you know, finding Jesus and God becoming real to me, and dude, man, it's been cool to see you kind of going through the same thing, man. So stay in touch, for reals. I ain't joking. All right, so now that I got this sketch, let me try and label out these. That's the foreground, so we're gonna do FG foreground. That's gonna be a weird robot. We've got kind of the middle ground in G. That is just gonna be MG mountain. Background mountain, BG mountain. And then this last layer is just going to be buildings. Now I can take out this, and we've got the basics of our setup here. So now I can go through. I want to add a little bit of this blue into the background, so to the building, so it kind of blends in, but I also want to make it a little darker. So first I'm going to just color them all kind of blue, and then let's just darken them a little bit. Apple Fresh 7. Is that Jesus? Huh. Thanks, Isaac. Isaac leaves, and then 2 more people come by. How lucky am I? That's way too dark. Let's make it less saturated, maybe. And maybe a little lighter. That's more gray, but that's fine, because I'm going to kind of like put clouds in front of them, too. But I want to do like a little bit of... what was my early inspiration for art? I first started drawing, it was Dungeons and Dragons for sure. When I was 9, I started playing D&D, and I wanted it, like, D&D was awesome because it was playing pretend, but with, like, rules, you know? Like, that's the best way I can describe it. And I started trying to draw my characters that I came up with. And my very first character was this guy named Rubian, who was a half elf, and I really liked the Lord of the Rings, so I made him like tall and, you know, like the Lord of the Rings elves, not like the classic D&D elves that were all short at the time. I think now they're tall in 5th edition. I don't remember, but D&D for sure was my first inspiration for art. And then after that, I started finding Fox, actually, who is my wife's cousin, was my best friend in high school, and he showed me Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. We had both been into Invader Zim, and Jonan Vasquez was the creator of Invader Zim, the lead artist. Well, I mean, he drew all the character art, and then he wrote it. Dude, your daughter asked to get into D&D. That's awesome. My kids want to get into D&D too. I got them all dice. No, I'm not self-taught. I took several art classes in school, and then when I went, dude, Amazon has some amazing deals on dice. Anyway, I took a lot of classes, art classes in school, and then after that, I went to college, and I was struggling between music majoring and art, and I decided to go with music, both of which were equally as not monetarily gratifying. But yeah, I went through I started teaching drums right out of high school because that was what I got the most, but I drew all the time. I would always draw things. After college, though, I only went to 1 year of college, and I had my main stuff, like my GED type stuff, and then I had an art class and a music class. The music class I ended up just kind of failing out of because I was working in music too, and I ended up not being able to make it to. I had a job teaching drums, and I wasn't able to make it to my music class a lot, and then I ended up dropping out. I had a lot of horrible stuff. My life kind of took a big nosedive, and my counselor at my college counselor was like, maybe you should take a break for a while. And I took a break, and then I got married and had a kid, and I never went back to college. So since then, yes, I've been self-taught, but I have a lot of like fundamentals, that I learned in art class. Other than that, yeah, music is definitely my main thing, but art has always been really like music and art together are just my two major passions. And with this, it's just so much easier to like talk to people when I'm doing art and stuff. If I'm playing music, it's a little harder to like talk to people. You know what I mean? Let me add in a little bit of this sky color to the background as well. To this. Whoops. I didn't lock the layer. Amateur hour over here. That's a little too much. Let me bring that back down. So now I'm trying to just get the basic colors. And once I get the basic colors, I'll start adding in, I'll start like kind of making the scene more fleshed out and stuff. And then I'm going to get rid of these lines. So right now we've got this, but it's going to be a lot more than that when I'm done. So now let's go to the midground. Let me lock that layer. Let me pick this sky color again. Just add just the tiniest little bit of that in there. That looks like the same as the other color. I don't like that. That's good enough. Actually, maybe I'll make it a little darker. Okay, that's good enough there. Now let's go to the midground. And let me just lighten it a little bit. Nope. Instead, I'm just going to go more yellowish. Ah! I forgot to lock the layer again. Okay. Let me unlock it now and kind of work out this. Oh, this little situationship. Let me have it kind of come up to this little line here, just like that. I'm kind of just trying to make a border between all my layers so things are a little easier to keep track of when I'm painting. The robot I'm going to make darker. Move that aside a little bit. That looks about the same as the other thing. And the foreground I'm actually going to make a little darker too. That looks good right there. Next topic. Let me pull up the... I love the cold weather. That's kind of it. That's all my thoughts for today. It's just, I love it. I love the cold weather. It makes me so happy. You can always put on more clothes to get warm, but you can only take off so many clothes before it's indecent exposure. After that, you're in big trouble. So now that I am done kind of blocking out the basic shapes, I want to go onto the buildings here, and I'm going to make some really, really light window patterns. So I think what I'm going to do is, let me just make a new layer. I'm going to do it on the top. I'm going to just pick this kind of whitish color. That's good enough. And I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to do it the cheater way. I'm going to just draw a square and a square. Nope. Hold on. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to brush that in like that. And then I'm totally cheating, guys. Duplicate layer. I'm going to scoot that over to where it's like that. And then merge down. Duplicate again. That looks good enough. Merge down. This is what's so fun about Photoshop is you can just, let me go a little bit farther down like that, and then I'm going to merge down and then duplicate again. I could do this all day. Dude, the Bay Area is cold weather? Yeah. I love coastal cold. Alright, so now that that's there, I want to take my eraser. Okay, first, actually, let me duplicate this again. I'm going to put this as Windows, and I'm going to lock it. And then this layer here, I'm going to just, oh, whoops. This is how you get some kind of cool effects. is you just take this down. You can shrink it to the size you want it to be. Let me zoom in here. You can take it to here and just click it in like so. And you have windows. And then I can even take and kind of erase that out a little bit more, because I want it to be real faint. And I'm going to put that above the buildings layer, just like that. And I'm probably going to change the color too, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So let's duplicate that again. And erase. Oh, it's locked. I'm gonna keep all the erasures going the same direction, like that. And now let's shrink it down again so I can zoom in. Move over to this and just set it up like that, like that. Let me drag these over. Ah! And then just kind of erase out that, and I'll move that down in top of the buildings layer, just like that. And then we'll do the same thing for this one and that one and the back one. Whoa, whoa! So let me merge that down. So we got, okay. All right, let's do it again. Duplicate. Ooh, duplicate. Speaking of duplicate, Invincible. It's a good show. This one I'm gonna hit a little harder on some of these. Kind of like that. And I'm actually going to rotate it this way and make it fit inside here. So this is a cool thing about Photoshop, is you can cheat. You can cheat a bunch. And nobody can say anything about it, because they're not making things. You are. Whoa, I shrunk that down way too far. Move this back a little bit more so you can kind of see. Looks good enough. So now if I put that underneath the other layers like that, there we go. Merge down, and again, because why not? Why not cheat? Why not cheat when you can? You don't get to cheat all the time. With this one though, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and duplicate it again and move it down. all I'm doing here with shortcuts, I'm just holding control. Since I have the layer selected, I'm holding control and then holding the down arrow. Adds a nice little optical illusion. I actually kind of like that. Let's leave it like that. And then, okay, that layer's locked. Let me merge these down into one layer. I'm gonna duplicate that again, because I like that pattern. It's a little different. I'm gonna... It's not cheating, it's working smart. Yeah, that's what I tell myself too. But anyway, you got this little thing here, and then you can just shape it to the building. Let's just kind of leave it there like that, and like that. Whoa. Let me erase a little bit more out of here. Just some little slight. Like that. I'll move that down to there. Dude, Fox and Jesus, my oldest buddies. Whoops. So awesome to have you guys on the stream. Windows 2. Okay. Let me unlock that. Do the same thing I've been doing. Just kind of... Oh. I have it on erase. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. This thing is starting to come together. I don't know. This is an old convert to smart object. Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, I've never really messed with that. This is a super old version of Photoshop that I got for free. It's like 2016. Photoshop 2016. It's on their legacy website. Ah, I really don't care about it pixelating. I mean, I'll take that for sure. But for this, I don't care so much about it, like pixelating, just because I'm just doing some like quick, like concept art kind of stuff, you know. But that's pretty awesome. But for this, let's see. Let me change them to like more whiter. Like that. Okay, that looks cool. And then let's see. I want to do on the buildings. I want to pick this kind of rusty-ish red color here and kind of add that in a little bit. on these. Let's pick this lighter color. All right, that looks good. It's jacked up buildings in the back, dude. That's a good. You've got a lot more technical know-how than I do for sure, man. Oh, how long have I been streaming for? Almost 2 hours. I feel like I got a pretty decent amount done for 2 hours of work. I got the basic structure laid out. I'm not saying I'm going to quit right now or anything like that, but I'm just saying I'm happy with what I've got done so far. Petting my kitty cat. She's sitting in my lap. Finally, she found a place to be comfortable. And now she's mad that I've disturbed her. It's okay, Catherine. It's okay. Alright, you can sit back down. She is the neediest cat I think I've ever seen. TBH. Let's see. Let's start working on this back. Well, before I do that, maybe I'll get a little bit of the color of the sky in on these winders. Let me lock it and just kind of paint it a little blue. That looks good. Like that. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. Now I need to work on the... Whoops. If I get rid of the sketch. So we've got this right now. And start kind of working on the colors on the mountains. Can you paint with all the colors of the mountains? I don't even know if that's what she says, but it sounds right. I like this dark red color. I'm gonna kind of keep it for a lot of this. I think I like this a little more than that other color, and then I can use that lighter color for highlights. So let's have it be kind of like this. At least I was in key. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Whoa, I'm getting some lag now. What up with that, dog? Let me get this a little lighter here like this. And then I'm going to start kind of going through and refining a little bit more. Sing with all the voices of the mountain and paint with all the colors of the wind. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Me and my Germanic heritage just ruining all the things. I mean, I married a Mexican lady. Alright. That counts, doesn't it? Let's do a little bit lighter over here. Thank you for laughing in that at my racism and not making me feel bad. Let me kind of shape this a little bit more to my sketch. I like having this rock that's kind of sticking up right here, this one. And I don't want to lose that, but I just kind of want the shape language to be a little more defined. Let me pull this out a little bit here, like this. That's still there. Let me erase this out. This, though, needs to go. Oh, there's a building! There's a building hiding back there. Hi there, little building. I'm just gonna make it this. It's not gonna have any windows. It's just gonna be kind of like that. Good enough. My gosh, this cat is like making my legs sweat. I can just feel like the wetness on my pajama pants. That's right, guys. I'm classy. I'm wearing a D&D shirt and pajama pants. Plaid pajama pants. Oh my gosh. It's getting late. I'm tired. I'm liking this though. So I still have to draw the lady on the motorcycle and the guy had a crush on all the Disney princesses. I'm trying to think of who I had a crush on. I had a crush on Pocahontas for sure. Way back in the day when I was a little one. Other than that though, I don't know. I don't know if I really had any crushes on any. Jasmine. That's another. I've always liked. Oh my gosh. This is live. I've always liked ethnic women. I know. Roast me. Roast me in the comments. Let me make that a clipping mask so I don't screw that up later. Amen. Yes. Oh, Jessica. She's not ethnic though. Jessica Rabbit. No, I didn't lock the mountain layer. Undo, undo. Thank goodness for Photoshop. Now that I got the shape language down a little bit more, I kind of want to... let's see. Let's see what it looks like if I take out the sketch. Well, that's something to work with. Which one? Which one, Rod? Which one was your crush? Jessica, Jasmine, or Pocahontas? Let me turn the opacity down on this sketch. Maybe no. I think I need to quit for the day. I'm gonna turn the opacity down way down like that so I can kind of mess with this a little bit more and get the shapes kind of defined that I'm working with here. Kind of the lights and the darks. Jane? Oh, yeah. She was too white for me. Dude, the Tarzan soundtrack though. That was a banger. Bang it. Phil Collins. Freaking love Phil Collins. You'll be in my heart. You'll be in my heart. Da, 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 da. I don't remember the words. Da, da. It's amazing how this is the same color as this and they look so drastically different. Yes, Genesis is amazing. I don't know what I like better, to be honest, between Phil Collins' solo stuff and Genesis. Because I really like regular old Phil Collins, but Genesis was amazing. So now is the really boring part, because I'm just kind of scribbling and figuring out what I want to do. So I hope you guys are in for the ride. I think I'm gonna take a little break and pick this up again like tomorrow or something though. But I'm not sure. Oh, tomorrow. I won't be able to tomorrow. I'm going to be hanging out with my wife tomorrow, but maybe Thursday. What my plan is to eventually, I want to do like a podcast. I've been talking with Ricky and Jesse about doing a little podcast where we just talk, but the thing is that one I think is going to be just recorded and not live, but I think I want to do it video and make it kind of a thing we do regularly, but we'll see how they feel about it. But we have had a lot of laughs together, and I've been wanting to. I used to have a movie podcast that I did that was pretty good, pretty successful. I had, on average, about 7,000 or 8,000 listeners per episode, and it was really cool, and I really liked it. I had a lot of fun doing it. And we talked about movies, but that was like not the main focus of it. It was more just goofing. And I want to do it again, or I want to do something like that again, but it got to the point where it was too much work and not enough. Like, we got sponsored by Riley's Brewing, and we were getting like free beers and stuff, but like that was it. And the amount of work that it ended up taking was more than I wanted to do for the payout that we got. That's starting to take shape a little bit. I like that. That is something I could work with as far as mountains go. But anyway, yeah. So, and plus now, like, I've been wanting to do. The way I was describing it to Ricky and Jesse was, I was telling them that I want to do a show that my mom could listen to, because before. I had two different podcasts. I had one that was an improv comedy thing, and then I had one that was the movie thing, and they were both just, I probably said some of the most horrible things that you could say, like, for jokes. And it was great. It was a lot of fun, but not necessarily very great for my soul. And so now I was telling them, I was like, I want to do something that, like, my mom could listen to and I wouldn't feel like guilty, you know? So anyway, that's kind of the angle I'm going for, is doing something that's good. Or, I mean, I don't want to say kid friendly or family friendly even, because life isn't family friendly. Like, I want to talk about real stuff, and if we start talking about like crazy stuff, I don't want to like shy away from it, but I just don't want to be so crass, I guess. I want to just be better with my words, have more integrity. But anyway, all right. For now, I'm going to call it off, but I think on Thursday I'm going to pick it back up again. But let me find my outro music here. I like this though. This is kind of cool. Chill. But I like this one a lot more for the outro music. Guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. I had a lot of fun. Fox, it has been this last time I streamed, you were on, and then you were here this time too. It's super cool to see you. I am so glad that you were in my wife. Jaco, I freaking love you, man. I seriously, like I said before, like I love you like a brother, and I'm so glad that all you guys are in my life. Like, I'm just so thankful for you guys. Like, you all have been pretty instrumental in kind of making me who I am at some point. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just super grateful you guys hang out. I love you all. And, yeah, I'm going to call it off for tonight. Maybe play some... maybe I'll play some video games until Mariah gets home, or I'll probably fall asleep on the couch. But, yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing too, there's this old school video game that I played called Lunar that was amazing. And actually, talking about art inspiration, it was a big inspiration to me. It's real anime art, and I don't really draw anime style, but it was kind of inspirational to me growing up. So I might play that and just talk with you guys too. But I don't know. Everyone plays video games and streams, so we'll see. But for now, thank you guys so much again. Oh, if you feel like buying a shirt, you can go to tpublic.com/user/dynamite-hour. I've got some shirts on there. Got designs. You can get them on backpacks, stickers, all kinds of stuff, whatever you feel like. And yeah, just keep on coming and hanging out. I'm having a lot of fun. Cat cam, one last cat cam. I really got to get an audio cue. It's just like a crazy electric guitar solo every time she climbs on me. That would be probably pretty obnoxious. So, with that, bye guys. We'll see you next time.